Menu narration option is set to off.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers, leader at quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 pass.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. You look at this Niner defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high,
all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The Niners at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. They'll look to throw again.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey from 6 yards away. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
You look at this Niner defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. His throw incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the 1st down.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
14 yards that time for number 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered.
just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Deontay Hardy back deep. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. From midfield, here's Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's got a man, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second and 4. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 64 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd down and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Final minute now, the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on 1st down.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Oh, and Nelson space to operate. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
That's complete left side to Gray. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just take a ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the off.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here's Cook again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So now the Niners down by 7. 1:38 to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. This one caught by Kittle.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown. George Kittle, 75 yards.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Allen. And that's complete to Davis.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Allen
incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, but it's second down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now a first throw here in overtime. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd down and 6. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Oh, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
On 2nd down, Cook. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out.
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think we both were really impressed with how he played. He threw for almost 400 yards, had 3 touchdown passes, and was absolutely in total control of this offense.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.